Hi friends, this is Susie, your Candy Crush guru, here to talk to you about the Buddy Challenge. It is September 11th, 2018. Some folks have had this for several months. For some of us, it is new to us today. I don't know much because it's new to me, but let me tell you what I do know about it. First of all, when you first sign on, you'll get a randomly generated buddy. It is not anybody you know. It's no one from your friends list, presumably. Most of them aren't anyway. And it's someone that you are partnering with. Now, if you go to your trophy, if you've got a trophy, you will not find it among your games, but you will find it up here, or at least that's where I find it. Now here's the tricky thing, we all have slightly different screens, so if you don't find it here and you don't find it here, you might want to look up here. There are sometimes things that you can find up here that you can't find other places. King hasn't really decided where they want to put things, and so it's a little bit tricky for us. But for me, it is here. Now, even though I didn't play anything towards this, either Margaret played enough and donated them to me, or it started collecting before I knew that the game existed for me. But here's my buddy challenge, and the difficult thing is, I don't know Margaret, probably a lovely woman, but I have no way of contacting her and saying, hey Margaret, did you finish the challenge yet? I really want to get the reward. Thankfully, she's already done it, and she's just waiting for me, and I've got a little over 24 hours to get this done. And here's what I have to do. I have to collect a total of 30 color bombs. Right now I'm at 23 of 30, and then we will get our reward when the timer expires. So I need to find a good level for color bombs, and I know 3309 is good for color bombs, for green, and for blue. And I know that because Barbie told me. I am not only someone who gives this information. The reason I can give this information is because I've got a network of wonderful friends and viewers and subscribers who give me information and help me along as well. So I always want to share that. So I'm going to play this. It should be a fairly quick level for me. I'm going to collect my color bombs, and we'll look at what the buddy says then. So all I have to do is get 21 licorice and 65 stripes, and as I'm taking out colors, notice that I'm getting these color bombs generating. So not so tough a level here. We've got these candy cane fences. I know some of you folks aren't quite this high yet on your levels, so if you want to know where there is a good level near you for getting your job done, just put a message below and I will try to get you that information as quickly as I can. These are all kind of trapped. I want to match one of these with a stripe and just get this over with, because I think I've collected plenty of coloring bombs, or color bombs. But here we go. That should do it. So that's how I beat this level with my spaceship equipped. Why not? I had the spaceship, and I'm not doing this to try to beat the level without boosters. I don't mind using boosters. All I'm trying to do is get my color bombs so that Margaret and I can beat this thing together. Now, I've mentioned that this has been around for several months, and a lot of the early comments that I saw about this is that folks had dud partners who just, you know, they don't play the game anymore for one reason or another, and so they weren't completing the challenge. If that happens, you do have the opportunity to pick a new partner or have the board pick a new partner for you, but you have to wait until you lose one of those challenges, so that's not all that nice. So here we go. Oh, look at this. So already I have a glitch in mine. It's not working for me. Don't get frustrated if that happens with you. These are the games that they're giving us free boosters. I know it is frustrating. I say don't get frustrated. Don't get too frustrated. There are so many other things to be frustrated about in life, and even in Candy Crush, that I wouldn't let one little thing bother you. This will probably bother me more than any other, simply because I don't want to let this poor Margaret down. But I'm going to give it one more shot and see if I can affect a difference here, or even refresh my screen and see if that might help. Oh, here's another thing I didn't contemplate. I am playing on a private browser, which means that it doesn't collect cookies. So there's a possibility that if I open this up on a regular browser, that it might kick into gear for me. Because maybe it's just the private browser that's creating the problem. I didn't think of that. Anytime you've got something that's not operating the way you think it should operate, what you want to do is experiment. Ask the question, why is it not working? And see if you can prompt it into working for you. So let's do this. Let's see if it corrected itself. Now again, when King introduces things, even though this was introduced 3 or 4 months ago, when they introduce things, there are often glitches, and I think they don't spend a lot of time taking care of those glitches. So we'll see if it works for me, and then hopefully even if it doesn't work for me, it will work for you. I've also heard reports of folks who complete the challenge and their buddy completes the challenge, and then the chest never opens. Alright, so I'm going to pause the recording and I will go onto a regular browser instead of a private browser, and I'll explore this with you and see if we can do something different with this. Haha, how funny. Okay, so switching back over, I didn't even have to do anything. I just went to my other file, which was already open, and look what happened. It says that I have 30 minutes of free striped wrapped combo. That's what was in the treasure chest. And we have a winning streak of 1. Increase your streaks to get bigger rewards. So if Margaret and I keep this up, we can hopefully get even better things. It looks like, though, instead of having to wait to get what we got it immediately as soon as both of us finish the challenge. So hopefully the next time Margaret signs on, she'll get that reward. But we probably will have to wait 20-some hours until we can go for that next challenge. And if I ever want to see, look, there's a check mark for me and a check mark for Margaret. Good job, Margaret. Thanks for playing with me and being my buddy. She's a good buddy. So here's a recap. The buddy challenge is new. It's just a little extra way to get some extra boosters. It looks like unlimited boosters instead of stuff that goes into your storage at this point in time. You can get increasing challenges if you keep winning, and winning is just as simple as, you know, collecting whatever they say to collect. For me, using a private browser seemed to create trouble. So if you're having trouble, switch to a regular browser. And if you don't even know what a private browser is, you'll probably be okay. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, problems, I won't be able to fix them, but I will try to collect that information and get you an answer by researching and seeing what other folks have said. So use this as a clearinghouse for all of your ideas. Make as many comments as you want, and we'll get this all figured out. And as always, thanks so much for watching.